We've given you all the reasons why you should move to Abilene, Texas, and today I'm gonna give you my top 5 reasons of why you shouldn't move to Abilene. Number 5, Abilene is not a fast-paced city. So if you're looking for all the hustle and bustle of a big city, Abilene is not it. People drive pretty slow and they take their time at every store that you go to. So number 4, Abilene is just not the prettiest city in America. So we don't have a ton of trees. I mean, we have mesquite trees. I think they're pretty. Of course, I grew up here, but we don't have the big, tall trees that so many other places do. We don't have mountains. We do have a couple of hills out in Tuscola, but not the really pretty mountains like you see in Colorado. We don't have rivers. We do have a couple of small little lakes, but it's just not the super scenic, breathtaking place like some other places are. Another thing about Abilene is a lot of our buildings are a lot older. So we just don't have all of the new modern buildings that some cities do. We do have a couple of new shopping centers, so you'll see some, just not a lot like there are in a lot of the larger cities. Number 3 is the nightlife. I will say our nightlife is a lot better than whenever I was growing up here, but we mainly have bars. So we don't have any really big like dance clubs or, party places if you're looking for something like that. The good news is that the nightlife scene keeps growing as Abilene keeps getting bigger. Number 2, the weather. So for me, this is hard because I love our weather, but a lot of people that move here just don't love it as much. So in the summer, it's around 100 degrees or higher, sometimes 20 days in a row. It's kind of sporadic, starting in the hundreds from May until August. Well, in September, it finally cools off to maybe 90, 95, it just depends. But the great thing is every single year is different. The winter, it may snow once or twice, sometimes it doesn't snow at all, and every once in a while we actually get a snowpocalypse, so you just never know. Another thing with weather is the wind. It is always windy here, which I will say in the summer is a good thing because when it's really hot and it's over 100 degrees, at least there is some wind. And one other thing is there is no humidity. The number 1 reason to not move to Abilene is the walkability and transportation issues. So we don't really have very many sidewalks in town. Some of the newer neighborhoods have sidewalks, but if you're trying to walk to the grocery store or anywhere else, you're walking on the street. We also don't have any bike paths. So if you're trying to take transportation, we have bus transportation. We have Uber, but it is very limited. We do have a taxi service. I've never seen a taxi, but I have seen the sign at the airport, so maybe there is a taxi here, I don't know. So there you go, my 5 reasons to not move to Abilene, and I've gotta say this was actually really hard for me to do because I love Abilene, but there are reasons why it may not be for you.